Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this series, we are going over Leetcode problems with Java solutions. As always, you can follow along if you're not using Java and go ahead and attempt this in your target language. So today we're looking at Leetcode 219 contains duplicate 2. Now, if you watched contains duplicate 1, we were asked to just return a true or false if the array had duplicate values. And in contains duplicate 2, we're doing the same thing except they give us an additional constraint that the two values must also be within a certain distance of each other. So the problem reads, given an integer array nums and an integer k, return true if there are two distinct indices I and j in the array such that nums I and nums j are equal to each other and the absolute distance of I and j is less than or equal to k. So let's take a look at example 1. We have an array 1, 2, 3, and 1, and our k, which is our distance, is 3. And we return true here because the ones are duplicate and they are less than or equal to 3 spaces of each other. And in example 3, we see that we do have duplicates, but none of them are within 2 spaces of each other, so we would return false. Now, similarly to the contains duplicate, we want to keep track of the items that we've seen. So as we iterate through our array, we're going to keep track using a hash map this time. And in contains duplicate 1, we used a hash set. And that was because we just wanted to know as soon as we found a duplicate, if that hash set had contained it, just return that. Just return true. But in this instance, because they want to know if the spaces between the distance between our two values are within a certain distance of each other, we need to keep track of their indexes. So that's why in this instance, we are going to use a hash map. Okay, and then once we have that hash map created, we need to iterate through our integer array, and I is equal to 0, and I is less than nums dot length, increase our index, right? So same thing, we're gonna first check, same as contains duplicate 1, we want to check if we've already seen this, okay? So if our map contains the key of the value of our current index, then in that instance, we also now need to check if the index from where we're at and the index of where we've seen that value before, are they less than or equal to k? So let's check for that. Nums I, is that less than or equal to k? And if that is less than or equal to k, we're going to return true. Otherwise, if it not, if we've seen it, but it's greater than, then we want to keep going because that doesn't meet our what the problem is asking of us, right? And if it doesn't contain, this is the instance that we check to see if it contains our current item. And if it doesn't contain that, we want to put that into our map of what we've seen already. I, and then we're going to store our current index as the value. And after we've done all that and the for loop completes, we're going to return false, and we have not found any duplicates. So just to go over that once more, we create our hash map, we iterate through the array, we're checking our additional constraint. Is the distance less than or equal to our k item? I'll go ahead and run that. And as we see, our test cases have passed. So that's it for contains duplicate 2. If you have any questions or if there's another way that you've solved this, please comment below, let me know. Like and subscribe if this has been helpful for you, and see you in the next video.